Maya and Ben had been together for 6 years, and according to their friends, they had become incredibly boring. Their friends were always doing exciting couple things: fancy restaurants, weekend trips, concerts, surprise dates. Meanwhile, Maya and Ben's Friday nights usually involved sitting on the couch. Ben watched TV. Maya looked at her phone, and occasionally one of them would ask the other a very important question. "Do you want anything from the kitchen?" No. After 6 years together, Ben knew that no actually meant, "Bring me something anyway." So he always came back with 2 snacks. Their mornings weren't much more exciting. Every morning, Ben made 2 coffees. His was black. Maya's had milk and exactly 1 spoonful of sugar. He hadn't asked how she wanted it in years. Maya had her own morning responsibility: finding whatever Ben had lost: his keys, his wallet, his phone, and occasionally his keys again. Ben insisted he was perfectly capable of finding these things himself. He wasn't. They even had a system for grocery shopping. Ben pushed the cart. Maya carried the list. And Ben would mysteriously put things into the cart that were definitely not on the list. Maya would take them out, Ben would put them back. Eventually, Maya stopped taking them out. This was compromise. Whenever their friends asked what they had done over the weekend, their answers weren't much better. "We cleaned the apartment. We bought groceries. We watched 3 episodes of something." Their friends couldn't understand it. "Don't you guys ever do anything?" Maya and Ben looked at each other. Apparently they didn't. But for the first time, the question actually bothered Maya. Maybe they really had become boring. She thought about when they first started dating. Back then, everything felt exciting. They were always going somewhere, trying something new, surprising each other. Now, Ben knowing where her phone charger was counted as an event. So Maya decided they needed a proper romantic date. Something exciting. Something spontaneous. Something they could actually tell people about. She made a reservation at a fancy restaurant. They dressed up, and for once, they had an actual romantic Friday night planned. There was just one problem. Neither of them really wanted to be there. The restaurant was loud, the chairs were uncomfortable, and Ben had somehow spent $12 on water. Maya looked across the table. Ben was staring at the tiny bottle like it had personally betrayed him. Finally, she asked, "Do you want to go home?" Ben had never looked more in love. 20 minutes later, their fancy romantic date was over. On the way home, they stopped at a little store. Ben grabbed his favorite chips. Then, without asking, he grabbed Maya's favorite chocolate. Maya grabbed 2 drinks. Without asking, she handed Ben his favorite. Neither of them even noticed they had done it. They went home, changed back into comfortable clothes, and returned to their usual Friday night adventure. Ben watched TV. Maya looked at her phone. Nothing exciting happened. Then Maya's phone reached 1%. Before she even noticed, Ben reached beside the couch and handed her the charger. She plugged it in. Neither of them said anything, because neither of them thought this was romantic. And maybe that's why nobody talks much about this part of love. We notice the flowers, the vacations, the expensive dinners, the big surprises. Those are the moments that obviously look like love, but most relationships spend a lot more time in the moments nobody takes pictures of. Making someone's coffee without asking how they like it, remembering which snack they always choose, finding their keys for the 1000th time. Knowing when "I don't want anything" means you should probably bring back 2 snacks, and handing someone a charger before they even realize they need one. None of these moments would make a very good romantic movie. But sitting there beside Ben, Maya finally realized something. Maybe they hadn't become boring. Maybe they had just gotten really good at taking care of each other. Because sometimes love doesn't look like a grand gesture. Sometimes it's just someone remembering to bring you your charger.